Hello, my name is Susan Sipe with Salez Toolz, and I'm here with Kirk Page, who owns KPS Alarm. And we wanted to just start off first by thanking Kirk.
Yeah, absolutely.
He is a longtime user of Salez Toolz and here to share with you a little bit about how he's been using it.
Yeah.
So, Kirk, how are you using it?
Okay, yeah, so we started off, we were like paper process, our salespeople had paper, some pictures, and then, through AIN, we learned Salez Toolz and you guys, and it's been just amazing to work with them. They came in, they created like the whole marketing setup of it, the pictures, through their design. It's just worked amazing. And now our salespeople are all electronic. So even like their alarm agreements are electronic, all the option sales, the homeowner signs right there with them, emails it to them right there. So it's a one sale. They don't have to go back, make the proposal, bring it back to the customer. So they're able to spend more time. And the return on investment, it was pretty much really, Susan, like immediate. I mean, the sales increase, the higher capture ratio,
sales increase
per homeowner, is increased just because it's the pictures, it's the feel. They get to see, touch, play with it, and it's really been amazing. It's great.
How many years has it been now?
We've been using the product for 2 years. Right about 2 years now, and we're using it on the Windows 10 platform, and it's been really good. I know you guys have iOS platform as well.
Right.
I have it on my iOS because I use it to show builders, and that really makes a difference to them because they're like, oh, okay, this is different. This is maybe different from what our current company's using, and they can see that we're on the competitive edge.
So you're actually using it to kind of show builders themselves, not just the homeowners.
Yeah.
You're using it to persuade builders to even
do
hire
business with
KPS
us.
Alarm.
Yep, absolutely.
Excellent.
It's a great tool from that.
What's their response like? Are
they love it. So we've been at builder shows and actually shown that as a centerpiece. As far as how we interact with our homeowners, and they're like, oh no, nobody's doing that. We sell even in their own studios. A lot of times they're rolling paper orders or whatever, and it inspires them to get on technology. And of course, we want to use. I mean, we're a technology company, so we should be showing the builder that we're technology advanced, and that even the buying process is how people do it. When you go to buy a cup of coffee, they turn it around and have you sign your credit card right there on the kiosk, right?
Right.
And so we want to do that same experience that people are buying that way, and we want to make sure we mirror that.
Have you noticed a different engagement with customers? I know you were saying that it increases sales. Are you seeing that they're understanding technology differently than when you were using sales selection?
I think it starts the discussion and then the marketing in there.
Yeah.
We've actually inserted the marketing and what we want our salespeople to say. That's one of the things that we've had.
Putting words on their lips.
We have multiple salespeople, and getting them all to tell the same story or build a value sometimes can be difficult.
Yeah.
So we put that actually in there as a marketing piece. And then they already are kind of trained through Salez Toolz as to what to tell the customer. Now they're not sitting there reading that, because that's just canned, but they're actually able to tell them, that getting that home theater pre-wire or with the speakers now, it's time to do it while the home's being built. Yeah, you could add wireless later, but then you got a speaker sitting around. Why not flush mount those? And so the pictures show that, the story tells it, and then of course the homeowner sees the value and they buy that.
So they are actually getting it.
Mm-hmm.
And do you find that having all the different options lets them kind of have a sense of control of their budget?
One of the cool things about Salez Toolz is that at the bottom it gives them the running total.
Yeah.
So they can see where they're at with their budget, and then if they want to review, we click on the number, and then it pops up everything in their order. So that's amazing because then customers go, okay, this is what I've got. Yeah, that's good. Or we can make adjustments right then and there, right from there. We don't have to go back into every single option. You just go right there and say, with this one, I'm a little bit above. Can we get rid of that one? And they can remove it. Now, of course, we don't want them to do that, but you need that flexibility because you got to keep it fluid and moving with what the customer wants. So it's been a really good tool for that, and I highly recommend it. Like I said, the return on the investment, it's like a very small investment. You guys really do all the work for us at putting it all together. If you contract with the design process with them, it's super inexpensive. They put it all together with you, and then you just go and use the tool. So what I would say is, one of the things that I would say is make sure the screen size that you're selling on is big enough. Because when you're in front of a customer, if you're on an iPad, if you use the Pro, okay, it's big enough. But if you're on a small iPad, it's probably a little small. So screen size is important, but ultimately it works. I
Do
don't
they
have
ever-
issues. I
do
don't
they
ever
ever-
have to worry about, oh, is it going to work in front of this customer? I mean, we meet with literally probably 100 customers a month, and we use
Wow.
Salez Toolz every time, and nobody has ever said, oh, I can't get Salez Toolz to work. I have a problem in front of a customer, and that's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you, how about, I know you've been really growing and expanding because you've been adding licenses, thank you. How's the training process going with onboarding new salespeople?
Well, selling technology is difficult in itself because we have so many different things, and for a new person, maybe they've used technology, but they're not from our industry.
Yeah.
It's really important. So we partner them up with a trainer, but they get to see Salez Toolz, and then they use Salez Toolz in front of the customer with the trainer there. So we're able to use it for that piece. But it definitely helps because they can see the pictures. They can do that. Of course, getting them out in the field is important, so they understand how it gets done out in the field.
Do you see the training time shorten?
I
Are
would
they
say
picking up on the
I would say
technology
that
faster?
it helps with that, at some level.
Yeah.
But it's just, our industry is our industry. It's not simple. If you're dealing with a high-end automation platform and the customer has so many different needs, there's a lot to train on that. So it's still a long training process, but it definitely is a help and simplifies that, and we can gear the packages so they can't sell the customer the wrong thing,
Right.
which is
Right.
really important as well, because then if they don't sell it right, then our field can't ever install it right. So it all starts with the sale and making sure the sale is 100% accurate. Salez Toolz allows us to put that together pre-done. I don't
Right.
have to spend as much time in my engineering department for them to engineering something on the back end because it's already
Exactly.
pre-done. The salesperson does it. Salesperson can go see more customers in front of more customers, so I need less salespeople, which saves me money there.
Yeah.
So overall, it's been just amazing. Thank you guys. Thank you,
you.
Mark. You guys do an awesome job.
Thank you, Kirk.
And you guys are always available too. If somebody's got a question, phone call, you're available. And so I appreciate that about them as well.
Thank
Well,
you.
thank you.
All right, thank you.